Not enough people are talking about Superman and Lois, especially season 3, and I will lump myself in that same camp of people not talking about this enough because I keep up with all of these bad superhero DC CW TV shows like Gotham Knights and Titans and all of these shitty shows because people love to see me rant on them, that I have neglected to talk about one of the better shows that are out there in season 3. So much good is going on with this show because the first 2 seasons I thought were both decent to very good, but season 3 I think does many things better than the first 2 seasons. First things first, Lois Lane has breast cancer. And that's something that I was very surprised that they decided to do. They decided to go here to a place that is very relatable, that is something that many people have dealt with in their real life. And this is something that I also feel like Thor Love and Thunder dropped the ball with a little bit, where in that movie Natalie Portman, Jane Foster, found out she had cancer, and they dealt with it in a much more comedic, over the top way. Didn't really deal with the severity of the issue. On this show, they were able to touch base on how impactful this is for not just the character of Lois Lane, but also how it affects everybody else around her and her family, and just how tough this is to deal with. On a show that's about Superman, the most powerful person in the world. I love that his wife is dealing with something that even he can't solve, that even he can't punch and make better. Hell, he can't even cure cancer. That's where we connect, though, to the main villain of season 3, Bruno Mannheim, who this actor, not only do I remember him in The Walking Dead, but he was also a villain in Arrow in one of the seasons. I forget which one. So interesting to see him in this as a brand new character. I know that Superman and Lois has officially denounced the Arrowverse. I do not blame them. I would quickly disconnect myself from that shitty universe as well. You find out that this criminal mob boss mastermind like guy, who on the surface appears to be just another bad guy, another typical bad guy doing bad guy things, until you find out that his wife also has cancer. So not only does it explain why he's doing what he's doing, he is trying to look for a cure for his wife's cancer, but also it allows us to have Lois Lane meet this wife because she too is getting chemo. She too is in the same hospital, same treatment, and they start to get close. They become friends. Also, John Henry Irons' daughter ends up dating this guy, right? This guy that she meets at this party in Metropolis. And at first, it seems all too good to be true until we see that this boyfriend is the son of Bruno Mannheim. So, of course, a little convenient, but it definitely connects all of these story blocks together. And it also lets you know that these villains, quote unquote, there's a lot more layers to them, right? There's a lot more dimensions to them. They're not just the typical, haha, we're all evil. In fact, there's some stuff that the wife and especially the son had no idea what the father was doing. We dealt with a lot of side characters and side plots, and I have seen complaints about this. I have seen people complain that they don't like the side characters on this show, that they find them really annoying, that they'd rather them not be there. I understand maybe on the surface why going away from our main characters, going away from Superman and Lois, these two iconic characters, and the dynamics of them being parents and their relationship. I get why you want the show to just be only about them. But me personally, I'm okay with the side characters. I like Lana Lang, which must be controversial. Everybody hates her. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like the actress. She's very hot, yes. But also, I like how relatable she is. I like how she's going through some shit. She's going through the divorce. with her ex-husband, but she's also very mature when it comes to finding out that the ex-husband is dating this girl Chrissy that works with Lois Lane. And as much drama as there could have been going on with that, like even more forced drama, more scenes of people blowing up at each other, getting angry just to get angry, only to apologize like 2 scenes later. No, I thought a lot of this was handled very maturely and very straightforward. Also, Lana is developing her own relationship with John Henry Irons that I liked to see. Maybe they moved things along too quickly by having Chrissy get pregnant by the end of the season, but fuck it, sure, it's a TV show schedule, so why not? I guess they weren't using condoms. Sarah, who is the daughter of Lana, she is going through a lot. She broke up with Jordan, and she's sort of been trying to find herself as a character. And normally I would roll my eyes. Normally I would say, who cares about this girl? But honestly, I like the actress. I think she does a good job of being somebody who lets you see her point of view, lets her see where she's coming from, but doesn't make her somebody, at least to me, feel like a bitch, you know, because she could have very easily have come across as an unlikable character. That reminds me of Jordan. Jordan, who I think honestly has been the worst part of this season. Now, it's not really a huge complaint because I think they are purposely writing him this way to bring the conflict, to bring the interpersonal stuff as far as the family goes. Jordan's just being dumb in more ways than one. He's being very mean to Sarah because, yes, sure, Sarah and him broke up. And he feels like they should still be together. He feels like he had to keep the secret from her of him having powers. And maybe if he had told her sooner, maybe they wouldn't have grown apart. But there's no way to tell. I don't think Sarah was really into Jordan. She seems to also like girls or just be more into doing her own thing. And granted, I remember being in high school. I remember being upset if I liked a girl and she didn't like me, or if we dated and then it didn't work out and she just wants to be friends. Sure, maybe I had my immature moments as well. So I'm trying to hold on to that as far as understanding Jordan. But then there comes a time where when Sarah does find out about his powers, does find out that he can go out there and do super heroic stuff, she tries to keep the secret for him. I mean, this is a big deal to her to keep his secret. And then Jordan, who I guess he just wants some sort of recognition or he just wants some praise. I don't know. He's going out there, he's using his abilities to save people, which makes sense, but he's not doing it for the right reasons. He's doing it because he wants fame. He's doing it because he wants to be noticed. Even when Superman, his father, tells him, no, stop it, he doesn't listen. Another reason to say, fuck you, Jordan. And the scene when he was bragging in school about a guy out there who must be a badass and must be heroic, making it obvious. The scene when he was taking pictures with the people that he saved. Holy hell, did I want to smack this kid in the face. Now, I should talk about his brother, Jonathan Kent, who they changed the actor. I don't really know 100% what went down with the other actor, the previous actor. But this new actor, I will say that it took me a couple episodes to get used to him. But I think I like this new actor more than the old actor that played Jonathan Kent. This guy seems like he has more personality, seems a lot more natural when he's playing the role and when he's placed in certain situations. And I also think, compared to Jordan, they have him, because he doesn't have powers, in more relatable side plots, more relatable situations. The stuff with his girlfriend and the fact that they're long distance now. The girlfriend's father being a complete dick. Towards the end, I was kind of surprised that they brought in the Lex Luthor character. It's not dude from the Supergirl show. No, John Cryer. No, fuck that. We recasted Lex Luthor as Abraham from The Walking Dead. And at first I'm like, huh, that's an interesting choice. But then when you see him, when you see how much more menacing he is, when you see how much more imposing and such a more serious version of the Lex character, this was very appreciated. I think we need a badass Lex that just you could feel like he could get the job done. Reminds me of the Lex Luthor from Superman the Animated Series. This guy's not John Cryer. This guy's not Jesse Eisenberg. No, this guy looks like, even without powers, he would walk right up to Superman and punch him in the face. It was also inspired the way how they brought him in. He's been in prison this whole time. You find out that he was placed in prison by Lois Lane because they had evidence against him that was actually fabricated by Bruno's wife. And so because it was false, because it was faked, Lois had no choice but to let him out or bring that evidence forward. And so Lex not only gets released because of Lois, he was placed in prison almost kind of because of Lois. So when he's out, mind you, this is only like the last 2 or 3 episodes of the season. Lex makes it his mission to fuck with Lois Lane, to make her life a living hell, to go after her father and go after these people close to her. And so wow. Throughout the season, we kept seeing Bizarro Superman, who had been in the last season, and I thought this show in season 1 and season 2 relied too much on evil Superman, a multiverse Superman, or Bizarro Superman. Like, they did that every season. And now that we're in season 3, when I saw Bizarro, I said, all right, as much as I like Bizarro or I find him interesting, I was kind of getting sick of the show using this evil Superman trope. But then he was locked in this basement, and then you see that Lex stumbles upon Bizarro, and he turns Bizarro through various experiments and torture to make him stronger. He turns Bizarro into Doomsday. Holy shit. When I saw spikes growing out of him, when I saw the finished product and how he just turned into this giant gray beast, I said, God damn, I cannot believe we are going here. I cannot believe that this show, at the very last minute, last episode, decided, fuck it, let's just go balls to the wall. Maybe they thought we might get canceled, so let's rush a lot of this stuff that we wanted to do at some point. Let's just do it now. And if that's the case, I'm all there. I'm all in. This was awesome. Doomsday versus Superman. This being the end of the finale. I know we're getting a season 4, and I know we're getting a shortened season 4 with a shorter cast. A lot of these side characters that, if you're sick of them, be happy because you're going to get a lot less of them next season. I will say that this was a badass way to end the season. Doomsday fighting Superman. Doomsday being impossible to kill. This fight, dare I say, might have been better than the BVS Doomsday battle. Mostly because this was just Superman one-on-one. But also, for a cheaper TV budget, I thought they made Doomsday look great. He looked good. The CGI looked good enough to get the job done, but also the character design of Doomsday, I thought, looked phenomenal in this show. I was floored. This impressed me. This surprised me. Them going all the way into space and fighting on the moon. The cliffhanger killed me, but in a good way. I thought this was great. I am very much looking forward to season 4. So guys, let me know in the comments below, are you watching Superman and Lois Season 3? If not, I hope I didn't just completely spoil the fuck out of it. But if you are, let me know, what did you think? Did you like it as much as I did? Are you enjoying the show as well? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!